Just like walking around, hammering things. Um,
Do you just hammer random things?
no. I tried to install door silencers and I actually was unable to successfully do it. I had to get help. But it was my attempt at manual labor. I wasn't built for the labor force as it turns out. But I did move a printer that was probably twice my body weight. And by move, I mean lifted like 1 inch off the ground with help and sat in the back of a pickup truck and wrapped my arms around it, hugging it to keep it from toppling over. So you could say that was pretty tough guy stuff.
Of course.
Anyway.
This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
Mary, it's me.
Mary, as always, post-shower.
In my hair towel. You can't see that, you at home, but it's pretty neat.
She won't show cool people, and apparently I'm not that cool.
No, it's more like I'm not intimidated by you, I guess.
So let's go over the people you're intimidated by.
No, let's not. Let's not. It's a long list. It's a long list.
Well, we have time.
No. Here's a fun fact. At work last week, my superintendent, no one knows my last name on this show, right? I can't
I don't think
get
so.
caught. Okay.
I don't think
He
we ever said
asked
it.
me if I was autistic, to which I said no, and you might need to go back to your HR training. I'm not sure it all sunk in. And then he flipped it on me because apparently I was assuming what he said was bad when really he's just trying to destigmatize. And I said, I don't think so. So I'm dealing with that right now. He also said something else that was worse, but I'm not going to say that on the podcast because I don't want to be caught.
I feel like we're only getting half the story.
No. Anyway, Daniel, tell us about yourself.
Well, I haven't said anything like that recently.
That's good. Count yourself lucky.
Or like the worst thing, which you'll tell
No.
us later on the show.
We'll see. It's worse. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I don't have anything to no updates.
Are you waking up at 4 a.m. still?
I'm working tomorrow during the day.
Oh, okay.
So yes. Oh, so yes, I am waking up at 4 a.m.
Okay.
I got confused there. I was like,
I can't believe you agree to do this when you have to wake up at 4 a.m.
I could probably wake up at like 4:45, but I'm not like the type of person that likes to rush in the morning.
Oh, okay.
I don't like to like get out of bed and walk right into my car. Like in one
See,
motion, like a Simpsons episode where you get out of bed, you put on the stuff and
speaking,
donut in the
okay.
hand.
Yes, agreed. However, that only works if I get enough sleep. If I'm anywhere less than 9 hours, I say F it and wake up as late as possible to do all the things I need
Wish
to
I
do.
could get 9 hours.
It doesn't feel so rushed if you prep everything the night before, even like lay out your clothes and everything.
Harry, it's already prepped.
You just need the mental relaxed time.
Well, that way, I feel like it's an advantage because when you get to work or school or whatever, most people are still like, oh, I'm just waking up. I'm already awake. I've already been awake.
Mm,
You know what I
that
mean?
makes
You,
sense.
you,
Yeah.
you start your peak
Yeah.
time earlier.
My mom has you beat though. She wakes up at 3:30 because she says she needs an hour to drink her coffee and then an hour to get ready.
Yeah, it's too
And
much.
then she goes to work. And the worst part is she's always like, "You don't understand. I have to wake up at 3:30." And we're like, "Mom, no you don't. No you
That's a
don't.
little excessive.
No you don't."
Um,
Yes, I do. You don't understand.
because also I start work earlier. Like I have to leave for work at like, especially in the winter, when I might have to like plow my car out of the parking
Oh,
lot. Then I have to like
yeah, I
be
didn't think about
outside at like 5:10 in the winter. So I
that.
do, so like 4 is not that, huh?
What time do you get to work?
Ideally, I try to get there at like 5:40 because I have to get through like, it takes like 10 minutes to get through security and everything like that. So, so I try to leave like at 5:20, 5:25. In the summer, I can, leave at like 5:25, but in the winter, like I said,
Yeah, I
it sometimes
definitely
takes me 10 minutes to like wipe my car off.
shoveling your car out of snow just went right over.
Yeah, and then you gotta drive slower, it's gonna take longer, stuff like that. Or if I'm working nights, I'm driving to work at like 5-ish, or like I said, like 5:20, but that's when everyone's doing their shopping downtown, so I have to go through
Mm,
traffic.
rush hour.
It's rush hour. And you would think
That's
like, aren't you going the other way? But it's not how it works.
no.
So yeah, not that bad. I mean, rush hour is pretty mild here, but it just adds another like few minutes is my point.
Yeah, I got you.
It adds up.
I believe you. That's tough. Respect. I I will go to bed right after this podcast is over, and I don't have to wake up until like 6:30. So
For the
I'm.
record, for the listeners, we're not even recording that late. So
It is 8:08 p.m. for
I
all
could
of
have done
us.
earlier if you wanted to
No,
record earlier.
I like to, cause I don't want to like feel rushed during, and if I still have to like make dinner, get my stuff together, shower, then I'll feel rushed getting off of here. So I'll be like, oh, I have so much to do before I go to bed. Whereas if I'm completely ready for bed before we get on, then it feels a lot less
After
bad.
this conversation puts you to sleep, you can easily just roll right over. I understand.
Always stimulating conversation. I'll have
Oh,
to take a melatonin to
yeah.
ease the high.
I think you're not supposed to do that, but all right.
No, melatonin is drug free. It's a vitamin.
I think doesn't still mess with your sleep cycle.
My psychiatrist told me it was okay.
Oh,
She
okay.
said it wasn't okay to take Benadryl to
Maybe I was
knock
thinking,
yourself out.
maybe don't do that then.
Yeah, melatonin, it just gives you like it gives you more sleep hormone, and it like doesn't work if you're not in a sleep mindset. It's just supposed to like ease your restfulness.
Hmm.
So I try to do it like when I start my routine, but
Every day?
every day, yeah.
It's a
When I
lot.
start the night routine,
It's a lot to remember.
I honestly can't even tell if it makes a difference or not. Maybe it's placebo, but it's safe. That I know. My psychiatrist would never lie to me.
I assume they would never do that.
They would never. That's got to be illegal or something. Anyway, what else? What are the topics of the day? Will you
Oh,
tell me at the end who was supposed to show up?
of course I will. Let me text the person and see if they're coming while you talk about the thing.
What's the thing?
I don't know. You were supposed to figure that out. Great improv.
So the thing is, I had the first gathering this weekend of a group chat that I created called ladies of ATL in an
And I
attempt.
wasn't invited. Yeah.
You didn't make the cut. I'm
Didn't.
sorry. I'm trying to make more friends slash like bring. I have like little individual friends here and there. I'm trying to like get it to where we can do things together, so it's easier to do like group stuff.
Are you combining friend groups or are you creating friend groups?
It's like a hybrid of the two. It's hard to call some of them a group. It would be like two people, but I'm like introducing these two people that I know to these other two people that I
There's a
know.
big
Who
fight,
also
right?
know each other.
Oh.
And I'm not necessarily in a friend group with the other. No, there was no fight. It went fine. It was hard because it was a little forced, but I'm told that's what adult friendships sometimes are like. You kind of
Who
have to
told you
force
this?
it. My parents.
Oh.
They say you have to actually like invite people to do things and arrange things because you can't just become friends with your plus mentors and stuff.
I'm surprised they recognized you as an adult.
Surprised too, to this day. Side note, how expensive is healthcare? Am I right?
What do we do?
I mean,
Something happened?
It's not bad if you are employed by a good company that's giving you good benefits, but oh my God, if you're not
Does your
getting like employee sponsored healthcare, it's absurd.
does your employer not sponsor your healthcare?
No, they do, but not for like I'm still on my mom because she has my sister on hers and it didn't save her any money to cut me out. So she's like, whatever, until Annabelle's out or until you age out, it's fine. But I looked at what she pays. Oh my God, I was shocked. I mean, for me by myself with my company, it was going to be like $30 a pay period, which like
That's not a lot. I think I
not a
pay
lot.
more than that.
My mother pays like 400 a pay period.
I'll try to find what I pay, but it's definitely
And
somewhere in between.
my dad's girlfriend just like started her own business, so she doesn't have employer healthcare anymore. She had to like actually go out and get healthcare, and she's paying like $400 a month for just one person.
For like private healthcare,
Yeah, I
basically.
forget what it's called, but she said she looked into Obamacare, and Obamacare was going to be even more expensive. So, kind of crazy.
Logging in, it's this whole thing. It takes me like an hour to get this.
Drew is actually making money on his healthcare plan. They pay him $10 a month. Somehow.
How does that
$10.
work?
I don't know. It was going to be like completely free if he did this one plan, but he chose like an even lower plan than that, so he actually gets a deduct or a refund basically. I don't know. They must like build it into their
Are you su-
salaries
are you sure
somehow.
he's not like providing healthcare for someone?
Yes. Yes, that I'm sure.
Sure he's not seeing patients?
I'm pretty sure. He's just got one of those special health cares.
I am paying. Oh no, I'm not paying that much.
Yeah, my mom, if it was just her, it would be like $10 a pay period.
$22 looks like per pay
Yeah.
period.
So I was just baffled.
Not including dental, right? Just medical.
Yeah, typically not. Dental's separate usually. Cheaper usually.
My paycheck though is very confusing. Like,
Do you have a bunch of like government stuff on there?
uh,
Oh
I
wait, no,
couldn't
you
even
don't
tell
work
you.
for the government. What am I
But
thinking?
there is some weird government stuff on here.
Taxes?
Well, New York has a bunch of extra junk.
Oh, okay.
Um, and also like the rest of my paycheck. I gave it to my financial guy who's managing some stuff. He's like, all right, send me a pay stub. And I was like, it's kind of confusing. He's like, that's okay, I'll figure it out. I sent it to him, and the next meeting, he's like, yeah, I've never seen as many line items as you have, except for like top level executives. Like there's a million line items.
That's interesting.
Let me
Like,
see if I can get you.
what are examples?
I'll just share my screen. Hold
Oh
on.
boy. Now I'm gonna really know how much money you make.
No, well,
I won't tell the users at home.
it'll just be like zoomed out, so you won't be able to. Let's see. Now I gotta share my screen. Oh, just a window. Actually, just a tab. Nice. So, well, I zoomed out, but I'll zoom in. These are all the line items. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
What?
17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4,
What
5,
are
6,
these
26.
things?
Right? So there's a lot of random like overtime things and a bunch of other junk. And that's beside like these are like the deductions and all that.
Holy
Imputed and yeah.
crap, Daniel.
Yeah, just insane amount of line items and I don't know what half of them are.
But yeah, you make more than twice as much as me.
That was a low week.
Oh my god.
That was like because I took a bunch of vacation. Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sending something.
I took a bunch of vacation that week. That was when I was on The Simpsons, right? That I showed, or not
Oh,
on The
right.
Simpsons, but
We
in
have
The
to
Simpsons.
discuss that still.
We'll talk about that. Um, yeah, so the vacation took away a lot of it. All right, now I got because without healthcare. So let's talk about what Mary wrote here. I won't say what it is, but she wrote me without Heath care. Um,
Oh,
I
healthcare.
don't know what she's getting. That's Heath care. Is that take home or gross?
Um, Take home.
Oh, okay.
Not great. It's not that different than your take home, but my 401k hasn't kicked in yet,
Hasn't kicked
and I'm
in.
not paying for healthcare.
The $22.
And clearly my taxes are way lower than yours.
Well, I also live in New York where taxes I
Yeah,
think are a little more than Georgia too.
right.
Like my local taxes are higher than they should be. I'm getting a
Yeah,
lot of shaky cam from Mary. From Mary. Sorry for the listeners,
I'm
they can't see
sorry.
it, but Mary's
I
doing a
have
lot of
zero local taxes.
a lot of belly laughs that are shaking her cam. Yeah, zero local taxes.
It is belly laughter.
Like
That's
it would be nice to live in like Florida or somewhere where there's no state taxes. But
Texas.
Texas, Florida, there's like one other too, isn't there? Something like West
My
Virginia.
yeah, my 11-year-old cousin said he wants to move to Texas because of the tax incentives.
I mean, I feel like you pay it in other ways, but
I feel like you pay it by living in Texas. No offense to
that's
the Texas listeners.
all right.
Oh
There's
wait,
a
are
te
you from Texas? No, you're
We're
from
not from
Maryland.
Texas. I lived in Texas for like half a year.
Blake
Oh,
is from Texas.
Blake's from Texas. He's all right, guys. Spoiler for next week's episode. Doing this holds. He's going to be on next week's episode, the big return episode of Blake. All right.
Oh boy. Where's he been?
He's he's pretty busy this summer, so I kind of let him do his.
Neat. Kind of you.
Not everyone is walking around with a hammer, just hitting stuff.
Hey, it's a hard job.
It's,
A hard job. I get harassed at work. It's
do you get
terrible.
harassed outside of what we already talked about on air? Mary, do you have
Yeah.
things to talk about?
No, I don't want to get into it. I've been talking to lots of people about it. I'm handling it. But yeah, it's not great. It's okay. I'm handling it. The project I was on is over. That was terrible. So,
Sounds like you love work then. What's the plan? Nothing? Can't shrug
go back
on a podcast.
go back
Audio
oh,
podcast.
Shrug.
Okay, thank you.
Um, go back to school. I don't know.
You're gonna go back to school,
Go do
get
something
another
else.
get another bachelor's degree in civil engineering, just for
No,
fun.
get a different job. I don't know. If I went back to school, I would do structural engineering probably, which I almost did. I got into the program and everything, had an internship lined up, and then I was like, I don't want to do school anymore, and backed out of all of it and just accepted a full-time job.
What a wimp. Yeah.
I know. If I could turn back time, right? As Cher would put it. Anyway, do you want another cat?
Oh, what?
I'm sorry, do you want a cat?
Are you donating cats?
Just the
Did
ones
I
I
have a cat? How many cats are you finding?
I think you would love a cat.
I think this place is no pets.
Okay.
So,
But you need a companion. A little buddy.
um, so for our listeners. Oh, okay. You froze. Or maybe I froze.
Did I?
One of us froze. It was probably me.
You didn't freeze for me.
Oh, so it was probably me then.
No, it was me. What'd you miss?
Nothing. So I need a cat, is what I was saying. I need a companion.
A
I'm
little
too
buddy.
lonely. I'm too
No,
lonely.
you're not lonely, but a cat is it's fun. It's like a friend. It's a little guy to take care of. A little furry buddy.
Yeah, that would be something.
You want mine?
How many do you have? Like, how
Just
many
two right now.
extras? How many extra cats?
Just one extra. I had two extra, but one of them is gone now.
Why are you so willing to discard the other?
Not discard, give away to a happy home. I've already turned down one home because they refused to agree to keep her indoors. And I was like, had too many cats get hit by a car or eaten by a coyote or just disappear and never come back. That I don't believe in outdoor cats unless you like live on a farm. In
I
the
live in a
city,
rural area.
it ain't right.
What about like a suburb?
It'd have to be a pretty darn suburb.
Really sub?
White sub.
Oh boy, white sub?
No, no, quite, quite,
Maybe I heard white. Heard white.
quite.
Oh, yikes.
Why would white sub make any sense?
You tell me. You said it.
God. Speaking of animals, there's a dog for those of you at home.
Yeah, you don't look very enthusiastic.
I'm definitely just not a dog person, that's all. I love him, he's cute and stuff, but
Just hate him. Yeah.
just much rather have a cat. Anyway, get a cat. They're low maintenance. For your hours, it would be great because they sleep for like 16 hours of the day and are very independent. They take themselves to the bathroom.
That's it.
But they'll also cuddle you when you need it.
I feel like I don't need it.
You don't? Well, okay. They might not. They might not. Anyway, I feel like we were actually going to talk about something. Oh yeah, who's supposed to come? Ted?
No, not Ted. Ted, you know what? I don't even know if I have Ted's number.
Elizabeth?
Oh, it was Elizabeth.
It really was Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Aw.
I don't think she's coming. Yeah, Ted
She's
is.
at ice cream, so.
Huh?
I said she's at ice cream, so.
She's getting ice cream. So, yeah.
It's pretty. It's, like I said, it's pretty serious.
Pretty serious.
No hate.
Uh, Ted, I don't even have his number.
You don't have Ted's number?
No, so
How did
Can't
you
talk
ever
to Ted.
coordinate with him before?
I use Slack.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I have Slack anymore. I think I deleted it.
Yeah, I don't have it either. So
Did you
check it
hear
out.
about Nathaniel?
He just came on last week's episode and
Did he
talked
tell
about
you about everything?
his future
Yeah.
at the GSU. Well, no longer at the GSU.
Huh?
GSU. GSU.
Oh.
That's what the kids call
Do
it. He
they?
got it immediately. You understood exactly what I was saying.
I have never heard that one before.
He's going to shape the minds of the children, the future stars,
I hope so.
and whoever else is in the class.
And how about that LSAT score?
He didn't reveal that on air.
I guess I won't then. Let's just say,
He's
I
excited
guess,
about opportunities in the future, Mary.
yeah, I guess I didn't know he was that smart, I guess.
Oh gosh.
I mean, now that I know,
Just
I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I just never really thought about it, but I was
just
like,
keep roasting him. Go ahead.
okay. I know he'll listen. I would say this to his face, though. I think I did. So I was just like,
Your first reaction was, man, I thought you were an idiot.
no, not an idiot. I didn't know he was that intelligent. So I was like, wow, okay, I guess you're a genius. And I just didn't know. Oh, he
So
kept
he
it.
comes across as pretty dumb.
No, but I just thought he was like just regular smart, not, Obama's smart. So
Oh,
it turns out he is. So I guess. And now I'm like, wow, taking it perspective of everything.
Mary, why are you so red? You're blushing.
I probably am, but it might be the wine.
I think you gotta calm down. Yeah.
I know I do.
Drew is right around the corner.
He's actually not here.
Oh.
So we could get really crazy. We could start talking about Drew, but
Yeah, there's no Drew provision, so
there's nothing to talk about. He's good people.
yeah. Not that smart, not like Nathaniel's smart, but just regular smart.
Obama's smart. No, Drew's got you know, other things. I don't know.
That was a great description.
He's really happy at work. He's doing really well at work, and I'm like
Unlike
happy
you,
for him, but I'm also like depressed because I'm just
because you're
miserable.
miserable. You're not thinking about something else?
I don't know. I feel like I have to put a year in.
How long has it been? A few months?
2.5.
2.5? Not a lot.
Not a lot. I also need to be on I need to see what a different project team would be like, which I am. Like, this has been my only project, so I've only worked with these people. I'm or optimistic to work with some other people who maybe aren't as, vulgar and mean and gross.
I mean, but you're friends with me, so it can't be
Yes, Daniel Silverstein, the
vulgar.
vulgarest, meanest, grossest construction worker I ever did know.
Love construction.
Do you get to wear a hard hat
Yeah, I wear a hard hat.
every day?
Yeah,
All day?
if I'm in the plant,
So, yes.
pretty much all day, like not like every minute.
Take it off to, like, eat.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's the topic today?
The topic today. We'll get to that when we find one.
What did I find? Tell me something new about you. My life
Something
is
new. Oh, there's never anything new about me.
well, maybe that you should think of something to create. You know, it's like when you don't have news, create some.
Oh, did you want to talk about The Simpsons?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's dive
Okay,
into that.
let's dive into that. So,
I can't remember. Did I say something on another
I think
show about The Simpsons
you might have said like you've
that I
watched all
watched
of The Simpsons.
as a
Yeah.
child? It was
And
like
I
a childhood show.
and I've only just recently caught up.
Okay.
So I
But
think I finished the most recent season a
ew,
few months ago.
no. I
But I've
boycotted
seen
all seasons after 10.
oh, well, I've seen everything. Yeah.
Oh wow. But you agree the best are the first 10.
Yes. They're much more consistent. There's some like good episodes here and there
Hmm.
in the recent ones, but it's definitely different.
So now you go to Universal Studios.
Okay, I'm at Universal Studios and we're in the Simpsons area. It was nice to just see like a ton of references and you know every single thing.
Hmm.
You know, your Duff beer and
Hmm.
other things. Quickie
Low
Mart.
hanging fruit here, Dan.
There
Don't,
was some other. I'm trying to think of like some more deep cuts that were there.
don't.
There weren't a lot of like deep cuts. It's not like a huge area. I mean,
You know that scene where Flanders is tempting Homer sexually? And he's wearing that tight ski suit,
yes,
and
I
he
do.
says, "Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all." And then Homer says, "Stupid sexy Flanders." That's a deep cut.
It's
That's a
a
deep
weird
cut.
thing to remember, but
It was a recent meme. That's why.
was it? I don't follow the memes.
Okay, well, I don't either, but my dad sent me an article about it.
There's a Twitter account that's like Simpsons quote of the day.
Like I'm
You,
wearing nothing at all.
do you know the Simpsons quote of the day Twitter account?
No, what read me some.
All right, so I'm gonna read some. This is at Simpsons QOTD. Exactly what it sounds like. So they just post like a clip, you know, like a quote, once a day.
They put a clip with it.
Yeah, they show a little clip. So today, well, that's one. Oh, let's go to, okay,
I'm looking
yesterday.
now too.
Yesterday's one is, did you say Mary Pop? No, I definitely did not. I'm an original creation, like Ricky Rouse and Monald Muck. Mary, which episode is that from?
God, if I know.
What is it referencing?
Say it again.
Did you say Mary Pop? No, I definitely did not. I'm an original creation, like Ricky Rouse and Monald Muck.
Oh, I have seen it, I think, but I don't remember.
I don't remember which one that's from, but
It's
that's
like a
basically when, yeah, it's a
clown
Mary
or
Pop. It's
something.
a Mary Poppins thing.
Mary Okay, that's a good one.
Oops, I just closed out of it.
Let's
Hold on.
see.
For the record, for our listeners, this is what the rest of the show is going to be. I'm just going to read some quotes, and Mary's going to say, I don't know what that is.
If only we'd listened to that boy instead of walling him up in the abandoned coke oven.
I don't remember what that's from. I mean, uh, well, in light of these new facts, of which I now realize I was largely aware, I must take action.
Yes. In light of our new
Go
facts, of which
ahead.
I now realize I was, well, what is weird banging sound going on? Can I touch it? Sure. Come over to the gusto. Ah, it's healing over my hand. Ew.
Anything Ralph says is just gold, obviously.
Yeah. Daniel, is this you? Right? Red equals meltdown on your arm every day so that you know.
We haven't had a meltdown yet, so keep it that way. I don't push red buttons very often.
That's good. That seems
Trying to
positive.
think of what I would. Most of the red buttons are like emergency stop buttons.
What about you don't win friends with salad? You don't win friends with salad. You don't win friends with when Lisa's a vegetarian. Oh God,
Yeah,
so good. See, these are all from the early seasons.
a lot of
Another
these are, yeah.
broccoli related death. Yeah. One of, one of the deadliest plants on earth. Oh my God.
All right, there's a Great Flanders one coming up.
Oh boy.
I'll let you read it.
Daddy, what do taxes pay for? Oh, why everything. Policemen, trees, sunshine, and let's not forget the folks who just don't feel like working. God bless them. Oh, yeah, Flanders guy. You don't win friends with salad. Oh, Diablo Canyon 2. Why can't you be more like Diablo Canyon 1? That's you too, Daniel.
It's,
Did you
it's me.
start did you start watching this because you're a nuclear reactor operator?
No, I watched this before I got the job, or even applied for the job. I
Wow.
watched it I watched it because it all got dumped on Disney Plus, and I had it already. I was like, okay, this is something to watch for the next long time.
Years.
So I guess I started in like fall 2019.
Oh wow.
I guess November 2019, yeah.
You don't win friends with salad. I like Lisa's jug that she plays to help Daddy think. Music helps Daddy think. She's just blowing into a whiskey jug or something. Oh my God. Anyway, let's table this. Okay, let's get back to what's important. So I take it you're not. Are you in a fantasy football draft?
Not yet. I have not been invited. Uh,
Oh,
Mary did not invite me.
I'm not in
Oh,
one.
shoot. I didn't realize you were here. Sorry.
I'm not in one either. It was certainly wasn't invited to any, but I never have been, so not that
It's
weird.
still early. Still, you have time.
Drew is at a draft tonight.
That's why he's not available.
I'm sorry he didn't invite you.
Yeah, I know. We've been talking a lot recently. It's
He
crazy.
could be. They have a couple of people who live in New York.
Wow, so that makes it even worse.
New York City though.
Mm. Downstate, as we refer to it as
Yes.
downstate.
Oh my God. Do people really, or is that just you?
No, that's a thing.
It's a thing in a niche, in a
If
certain
you live
sort.
in upstate, people from downstate are called downstate. If you live downstate, people from upstate are called upstate.
I don't think, but the rest of the world calls you upstate also. How does that make you feel?
That's what it is.
No. When I ask people where they're from and they say New York, I assume New York City or one of the surrounding neighborhoods.
Do you
If
assume
they're
like
state,
New
I expect
Jersey?
tell me they are from upstate New York.
Do you assume like New Jersey? Because people will
No,
do that.
that's wrong of them.
People will like work in New York and live in New Jersey. They'll say, "Oh, I'm from New York."
Furthest I would assume is Westchester.
Westchester, that counts as New York.
That's the furthest I would draw the border, you know.
So what does that qualify as if it's not New York City and it's not upstate New York?
Like Westchester?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm okay with people saying that's New York, you know, just
I
broadly,
go
or
one
a
city
suburb of the city.
over. Is it though? Does it count
Yeah,
as
that's where my sister goes to school, Bronxville.
Bronxville?
It's just north of the Bronx.
So Westchester County.
Mhm. It's like 20
Okay.
minutes out from the city proper, like 10 or 15 from Manhattan, the island.
What about Long Island? What does that count?
I consider that New York.
A lot of people would not.
I know, but I think they're being a little harsh.
A little harsh.
I consider Queens growing up in New York basically any area that's sort of urban, I consider.
Anywhere that's urban.
In the state of New York.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I went to Pawling, New York. Have you ever
Yeah,
heard of that?
I think he made that up, but that's okay.
Nope. Pawling. Pawling.
Yeah. This was recently, right? For
Yes. This is where Annabelle's ex-girlfriend lived. Ex.
X. Like how recently X?
Mm,
Too recent.
for the first sign was in March, and then it wasn't really done until you could say June.
It's a multi-month process.
Yeah. You know, one of those
Nope. Okay.
on again, off again. Oh, we're just friends. Oh, we're in an open
So,
relationship.
so,
Oh, we're dating, but not exclusive. I just can't.
so why did you go?
I
When did you
drove
go?
her to school, and
Yeah.
my sister had stored all of her school stuff because they made her move out like for the whole semester, the fall semester. She stored all of her stuff at the girlfriend's house, like an hour north of Bronxville.
Hmm.
So pretty high up.
So she was committed
Yes.
physically.
Yes, and then they almost broke up right before we drove her back in January. We're like, please, please keep it going.
Hold
Just,
on.
just for the weekend. We have to meet her parents and everything. It would just be so awkward. Please, no.
They already bought a ring. I mean,
God. So they did. Those, God bless them. They kept it going. And then for a
and
few
that,
months after that.
and then
But
they finally stopped it.
it was one of those, first relationship. It's hard sometimes.
First one.
Yep. First like real one.
Last one?
Last one? Dark.
No.
I hope not. Last one, best one. First one, best
Yeah.
one. You know what
First
they
one, last
say.
one.
First
Is that
one,
what they say?
best one. Never gets better after that.
Never gets better. Oh boy. That's dark too.
That's the peak.
How many relationships have you been in?
Me? A few.
More than one. Yeah. So you're pretty far down now. This is a rough one, isn't it?
I would only consider myself having been in 1, 2, 3 serious relationships. I've been in a lot of practically middle school relationships.
This is a middle school relationship that's not in middle school.
Like high school where you mostly just go to the mall and, make out Nothing else.
Mary,
You know.
you slut.
Now you sound like my boss. So yeah.
That's not fair.
It's not-
I do think you are the perfect person to have middle school relationships in high school.
Thank you.
You're always one tier behind.
I take that as a compliment.
Finally, you'll have an adult relationship when you're 55.
I'm 50.
You're like, guys, I
No.
just realized.
I had one, the first serious relationship I would consider was at the end of high school.
I feel like a lot of people have a serious relationship at the end of high school.
Yeah. You're like, you're almost grown.
Yeah.
You're
Close enough.
almost grown. There you go.
Close enough, you know?
Yeah.
Rounding.
Yeah. Coming up on 18. All kinds of things are legal that didn't used to be. You know.
What are you, you want to expand on that?
You know, like lottery tickets. I don't know.
Are you going out and buying lottery tickets?
Joining the army. All the basics.
You're saying a lot of things here.
Staying out past midnight. I don't know.
There's some things that are not legal at 18.
Some, but there's a lot of things that are.
Can't rent a car.
Can't
Well,
drink
can't rent.
alcohol.
I didn't say that, Mary. You said it.
You sure can't, though. But I meant, also like curfew rules and stuff. But you feel
Well,
more adult.
R-rated movies.
Yes, that's 17, though.
In the area. I still get carded.
To see R-rated movies?
Yeah, they don't trust me.
That's stupid.
I got double carded once. I think I've
Twice?
talked.
Same
I think I
movie?
I think I talked about this on air, but
Maybe.
I went to get a ticket. This was a couple of years ago, so I'm not as old as I am now. But still, I think this was when I was, I think it was when I was 22. So still well past the minimum.
Yeah.
But anyway, I buy the ticket at the counter, and the counter is like outside and inside at the same time.
Hmm.
Like it's one of those things. So I go, it's only open inside, so I have to go inside, and I'm facing the door now because it's like I'm turning around. So on my back is to the ticket counter where they check it when you walk in.
Hmm.
So, but there's like 20 feet distance. Okay, so I buy the ticket at the ticket counter, and then I turn around 180 degrees and walk toward where they check it to walk in to actually go to the movie. 20 feet. So they check my ID when I buy the ticket. All right, then I turn around and I go to 20 feet. I walk 20 feet. I go to the guy, and he's like, "I do see your ID," and I was like, "I just showed the guy. He saw me."
Maybe he was just messing with you.
No, he was not messing with me. They were very serious.
Maybe they got sued and they were just like really hyper.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe something happened or someone was sneaking in or whatever, but
usually, I'm pretty sure most movie theaters are not that intense about.
they had never done it before. I think I had seen R-rated movies previously too.
Yeah.
They had never done it until then, and they never did it after that.
Hmm.
I haven't been back in a while. Maybe I'll try going back and seeing if they.
Yeah, and wear like your most childish outfit.
I don't know what a childish outfit would be.
Overalls or something.
That's not fair. You have a lot of overalls.
I certainly don't. I won't be caught in overalls. No, sir. I know a lot of people are into them.
Oh, is that a thing now?
It's a thing. It's a
You're
trend.
always in on the latest sex trends, you know?
No, I wouldn't call them a sex trend. However, I guess if that's what you're into, that's cool. I meant more like fashion.
Yeah,
Yeah? Okay.
I got that. I'm just making you
10-4.
uncomfortable. I like making you uncomfortable.
10-4.
It-
Yeah, so do my bosses.
All right, that's two comparisons.
Seems to be seems to be the theme
Yikes.
of my life. I don't know, something about me makes men want to make me feel uncomfortable. I don't know what it is. Uh, I
That's
think
not
it's
fair. I've been doing it from the start.
I think
I
it's
did it before it was cool.
I'm gullible, I guess. I call it gullible. They call it autistic. You can look at it however you want.
You know,
I
move on
can
to the next conversation.
tell you I'm not. I've never been diagnosed with that. Am I anal? Yes. Uh, a little like, kind of neurotic, maybe. I don't take everything literally though. I'm gullible. Like, if you tell me something, I believe it. But I'm not like tone deaf. Whatever. I'm over it. I'm over it. Anyway, back to what we were saying. Overalls. Go back.
Overalls. Don't do the overalls, basically.
Your overalls and your baseball cap.
I don't even know if I
And go see The Conjuring or whatever, what have you.
whatever's out. I don't know if that'll work. I don't think that's good enough.
Oh, have a lollipop. Be eating
Yeah.
a lollipop. That will help.
That would help. Like a big one, like a big circular one.
The
Like
rainbow?
you get at the fair. Yeah, the rainbow one you get at the fair.
Yes.
They don't let you bring outside food and beverage in usually.
Then you'll have to throw it out. And then you
Oh.
cry. You really throw it over the edge. Cry.
Yeah.
But,
For my mother.
but mommy, I want it now. You know, the classics. We're gonna hit all the stops. They'll have to ID you.
Somewhere else ID'd me. I don't remember where it was, but I figure it's gonna happen for me. I look too young for the next several years.
I get ID'd for alcohol almost every time.
Yeah, but you're like 18, so.
19.
19.
To those listening at home, if any of you are law enforcement officials, I am 22 going on 23, so don't be too
Going
concerned.
on 23, yeah.
Yep.
Getting
Almost.
up there. Getting up
Almost. Don't you have a birthday? No, wait, your birthday's in like May or something.
there. Nope, not even close. Well, anyway.
August?
Nope. It's already August.
November.
Nope.
December.
Yeah.
Yes?
Fourth try.
Okay. Well, I was really close.
You were really close. It's May something.
You look like you'd have a May birthday. I don't know why.
I don't know.
December 17th?
No.
3rd.
No.
12th.
Nope.
25th.
No.
27th.
No.
Okay, I don't know.
All right. I want to talk about something because I think it's ridiculous.
All right.
Whenever certain holidays fall on the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
the Friday or the Monday are recognized as that holiday observed. Isn't that insane?
Why?
Just because we need a day off as a civilization.
We do.
Isn't it weird that July 5th is Independence Day observed?
No.
Is that when you're celebrating it?
No, that's when you get the day off.
No, that's when you're observing the holiday.
What would you rather them call it?
I don't know. I just think it's funny that
Federal day off?
Christmas Eve this year is Christmas Day observed.
Okay, my calendar does not say that. It says it for the 5th of July, but mine
It
just
says-
says Christmas Eve.
It doesn't say like day off for Christmas Day or something.
Not my work calendar. I mean, I don't know what my work calendar says, but
If you're still working there by then.
God, I hope they don't find this podcast.
For the record, Mary loves her job and all her coworkers.
They're great.
Why'd you wink at me? Like, New Year's Eve is New Year's Day observed?
Great. I
Isn't
think
that
something's
stupid?
wrong with your calendar because mine does not say that. It says it for the 4th of July.
I'm just on Google Calendar.
Yeah, that's what mine is.
It says day off for Christmas Day, but for July it does say Independence Day observed.
Which holiday calendar do you have?
I don't know, the one that I have.
Quit it. Do not eat my umbrella.
All right, for our listeners, Mary is talking to Drew.
Oh yeah, Drew came home, had one too many, tried to get the umbrella. You know how it is, just boy things.
Men, am I right? I just have the stock, Google holidays.
Mine says holidays in the United States.
Now, go to December,
I'm going.
and if you pull it up, it's day off for Christmas Day, which I'm changing to for humor purposes as Christmas Day observed.
Oh my God, it does say day off for Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That is stupid.
Right? It is.
Day off for New Year's Day. What?
New Year's Eve is the day off for New Year's Day.
What? Observed? I guess you don't say like Christmas Day observed.
Like when you're sitting out with your family on December 24th, you say, "Hey everyone, thank you for coming to my party for Christmas Day observed."
For us to observe this day. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
I feel like that's cheating Jesus. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay?
And let's put the Christ back into day off for Christmas Day.
Anyways, we've gone on too long. We've gone on like 15 minutes too long. Is there anything else that you wanted to say that you needed to tell the people? Elizabeth will be here any minute now. I'm sure.
Just waiting on that last person.
Yeah.
No, nothing else for the
Save
listeners.
us.
Just, don't let yourself be treated poorly at your place of work. That's all. The take-home message. Goodbye. Best wishes.